What's up, everybody? Welcome to chapter 17 of .com Secrets. And from today, we'll be studying the funnels for middle of value ladder. So let me just remind you again. Up to now, we were studying top of the funnel, basically self-liquidating offer funnels, which are to start the customer journey in your funnel. What was the exact name for that? Front end funnels, right? So far we were studying front end funnels, and now we would be studying middle of the uh, value ladder funnels. And we are starting with perfect webinar funnel for that. So what is middle of the value ladder funnel? So basically these funnels are specifically for if you have a product worth $500, $700, or $1,000, up to $2,000, we use these particular funnels. So for product ranges from $500 to $2,000, sometimes even 3,000, but not more than $3,000. So in such cases, we use perfect webinar funnels. So that's why this is called middle of the value ladder. So like $5,000 or $10,000, you can't use this funnel for that much ticket prices, but you can comfortably use it up to $500 to $2,000, and this works really well up to like $1,000 and $1,500. Ticket price is the sweet spot. And if you have product price up to $47, $97, or $297, then we use front end funnels. And then from $500 to $1,500, like we use this perfect webinar funnel. So these are not standards. That is totally on the basis of your niche, on the basis of your experience, and on the basis of in which thing you are comfortable. If you are comfortable in taking sessions, then perfect webinar is the best. And if you're not comfortable in taking sessions, then this won't work out for you, because in perfect webinar you'll have to take long webinar sessions for around 90 minutes to 180 minutes. That is the main essence of perfect webinar funnel. Okay, so sales webinar funnel, let me just give you a little bit example for webinar funnel in the offline world, right? Have you ever joined, like, have you ever attended any sort of MLM, multi-level network marketing event? So what they usually do is they usually invite you for some MLM event. Okay, like they would be a big seminar, and they would be having good speakers over there, 4 to 5 big speakers, and there would be 300 to 400 attendees over there. And the speakers there would be explaining how this particular company, this particular MLM company changed the life of all those people. So that's what they do. So they usually they'll give you the social proof. They will give you why this company can help you, how this company can help you, and how all these things actually work. So, and once the session ends, they will give you a membership form. Like if you want to enroll, just pay 15,000 rupees and enroll in our product, service, or take membership, whatever it is. So this is basically in online world, this is, you can also call it seminar model. You invite people into a seminar, and in the seminar you already have a couple of people who have been successful by using your product or service. There are 4 to 5 experts on the stage. They usually start with some explanation of the product, explanation of the matter, and then in the end they usually sell their high ticket programs. And because now you are into the session, you are now introduced with the speakers, you now know what's happening over there, they would try to convince you in every way possible, and then in the end they charge you a couple of money for to extend in their program. So that's how, like, that's just webinar funnel in offline world. But in the online world, how we do this, we have a registration page which is sort of lead magnet. So in registration page, we give them access to a workshop. So workshop can be anything, like how to generate 1000 leads in 30 days. That is just sort of sign up for my free webinar on how to get 1000 registrations in 30 days, right? So that looks like the headline. And so that's what I'll be teaching them in the webinar, how to get 1000 registrations in 30 days. So people who want to learn how they can get 1000 registrations in 30 days, they would sign up for my free webinar. And then I'll confirm date and time with them, and once they are in my webinar, I'll teach them the concept, and then in the end I'll sell one of my other programs which would be of higher value. So that's how webinar funnels work. So that's how, like, that's the relation between online and offline world. And then we have automatic webinar funnel. So webinar funnels are usually of two types. Number one is live webinar funnel. In live webinar funnel, the speaker actually attends the session. He actually delivers the session and answers all the question and answers of the audience. But in automatic webinar funnel, in basically we also call this evergreen webinar funnel. What actually happens is you already place recording of the session. So 90-minute recording of the session, you already have your best piece of content recorded on the page, so people would check out the recording, and if they find it useful, then they'll just purchase your product. So that's what automatic webinar funnel, and that's live webinar funnel. So if you are just beginning out, then live webinar funnel is always most recommended, and automated webinar funnel comes after, like, when you have presented your live webinar for around 10 to 12 times. Now you actually knows which scripts work, what sort of message works, and what are the actual pain points of your audience, what are the actual questions of your audience, and after that you craft your recorded message into an automated webinar funnel. So that's a webinar funnel. So we have three sections of the webinar script. Well, let me tell you, Russell Brunson has written a book, Expert Secrets, just for the webinar funnel script, right? And Russell Brunson generated around, I guess, $3 million in 90 minutes in a session in 2018. So that's a world record he has made, and like highest paid speaker on the planet. So 90 minutes he generated $3,000 with his presentation. So that would be the script of the webinar, right? So he has written, documented every single thing in Expert Secrets book. So if you're curious to study that, then you can find every single thing in Expert Secrets book, a complete book just for this live webinar funnel, and the script of the funnel, how the presentation should be, what should be the elements of the presentation, when you need to take the pose, when you have to give the authority, when you have to show the social proof, when you have to ask people about their questions, pain, pleasure, everything. So the complete book on just this webinar funnel, right? So they work really really well, and like I can't say anything, like we are doing this, implementing this every single day. So basically there are three sections of the perfect webinar script. So perfect webinar script means the script of the session, that 90-minute session. What is the perfect webinar script? So we have, like, this is in three parts. So number one is first, this one 30 minutes, like around 15-minute session, we have introduction, and in the last 15-minute session we have close, and then in the 60-minute session we deliver the content, the actual teaching content. So that is usually the structure of the perfect webinar. So in the first 15 minutes, we have, first of all, big promise, what they are going to achieve, why they should attend this session. So by the end of this webinar, I'll be sharing my secrets, how you can make $5,000 in the next 30 days. So the big promise, what they are looking for, or how you can make 1 lakh rupees every single month, and or how you can get a successful career, whatever this is, how you can lose your weight, whatever the point of the webinar. So first of all, big promise. Then you have to do something to hook them to the end. That can be like any special giveaway, any bonus, or anything. You have to give them a reason to stay with you up to the end, right? And then you have to command the attention, you have to qualify yourself, you have to give a little bit introduction of yourself, what you do, how you are doing things, why they should listen you, all of those things, and future pace. So that's the introduction script, first section of perfect webinar script. And then we have second section, which is the actual content, where you will be explaining them the one thing, right? Which they have, the reason why they are attending your session, right? the main content, and like you'll be resolving their answers, secret 1, secret 2, and secret 3. And then in closing we'll be having, like, we'll be studying all these in very very deep in expert secrets when we'll be reading that book. And then in closing we have the stack if all and reveal the real price. So if you want me to cover every single thing in detail, then today's session is almost over. It's already 15 minutes. I can like we can read every single element in tomorrow's session, and I can explain every single thing one by one, every single element for the perfect webinar script. But for the best learning, expert secrets book is perfect for perfect webinar script, right? So that's all for the day, and it was nice meeting you today. See you tomorrow. And tomorrow we'll be going deep into these elements. All of these elements, we'll be studying them in detail one by one. And then we will be moving towards to next funnel, which is invisible funnel webinar. And that would be our next funnel. And I think that's all. Yeah, then we have one more funnel, which is product launch funnel. So we have two more funnels left, a couple of more funnels. Okay, so that's fine. See you tomorrow, and we'll be studying about perfect webinar scripts tomorrow, right? So that's all. Thank you. Have a good day.